Oh, this isn't the one that I'm looking for. Hello, so this Chef One. Yeah, I'm here. I've been lost for half an hour. Give me a direction here. I'm just so tired. Where? Yeah, I'm at this junction, the 4th junction at the moment. Give me a cue. Straight up. Okay, then what? Straight. I'm walking now. Okay, I tell you, I'm heading at King Street here. Yeah, it's right in front of me, King Street. Then where? There. Yeah, depan ni. Okay, let me cross the road. Hold on.
Yes, Juan, where are you now? I'm here.
I can't see you.
I'm
Where?
here, man. Where are you?
Where? Ah! I almost gave up, my goodness. I went round and round and round.
Talking to you so long, you know. I know it's easy to
Oh, this is
find.
restaurant. My goodness, how can I not see? So, restaurant. Ayam chap chap. Ah, thank you. Oh, have a look here. I'm all excited today. I am going to prepare this famous dish called chicken biryani. Have a look at this lady. She's having breakfast. Sedap. Oh, she says delicious. Now, this dish is one of the most popular dish on this island. Of course, it's a signature dish. Now, what it is basically a rice dish cooked with a variety of spices. Now, all you need to do here is just, of course, chop the chicken into pieces. And the next thing you want to do here is to have your pot here really hot, steamy and excited. Now what I have here is basically about a cup of ghee, or what we call here clarified butter. And what you want to do here is basically throw some slices of onion. The onion goes here, yeah, of course, some onions. And here we have some shallots as well as garlic, ginger, all pureed together. And they go in as well. Now what we are doing exactly here is basically flavoring the oil together with a variety of spices. Now let me show you now. This is something very unusual to many people. What we call here the bouquet garni in Malaysia. What it is a few stalks of lemongrass. As you see now, all you need to do here is to just whack the guy, okay? So you take the bruise there, bend it like that, and of course this will release that wonderful aroma of the lemongrass. Throw this inside, heat up the pot again. Yeah, now what we're going to do here is to caramelize the onion. Now as you go, now come on, have a look right into the pot. You can't learn by not looking at the pot. Now next thing here we have about 1 centimeter of cinnamon seed going in, a couple of cardamom, a few pieces of star anise, as well as clove. Now in the Western world, if you use thyme, parsley and bay leaf as part of the bouquet garni, now this is our bouquet garni, a version which we use in many of our dishes, soups, yeah, and all that. So now once that gets cooking, stir them for a few minutes, give them a good stir. As you see, now everything is cooking nicely. Now all that wonderful aroma going in, have a look there, give it a stir. Now while the onions are beginning to caramelize in the pot, let's go to the chicken. Now, what I have here is actually a mixture of biryani mix, which actually already been added with a bit of water, like a paste. Now what it is actually a combination of coriander, cumin, a bit of star anise powder, we have nutmeg as well inside this. And of course, you know, we also have a bit of turmeric and chili powder. Mix them into a paste, and the first thing you need to do here is just throw them into this pot, yeah, together with the chicken. Now I'm going to squeeze 2 lime, basically give that nice acid and also helps to tenderize those retired chickens, so-called. And all we need to do here is just mix them together. Yeah. Now at this point of time, you need to really leave the chicken to marinate for just about half an hour if you have the time. But unfortunately, I don't have the time here, so we're just going to have to leave this for just a few minutes. Now, as soon as the onion begins to caramelize, we're going to throw the chicken into the pot, mixing them all together with the onions and all that. And of course, another essential ingredient used in a lot of Asian cuisine. Now this is called the pandan leaf. All you need to do is just shred them together like that, tie them into a knot. Now what it does into the recipe, it lends a very nice sweet flavor to it, just at the back of your tongue. Now if you don't have it, don't worry, okay? So throw them inside like that. And we have some lovely chopped tomato. Now make sure you have sun-ripe tomato because that gives that nice, wonderful juice. Lots of juice inside that. Roll that inside. Now we come to the star of the show, the fabulous nutmeg. Now have a look. Now we've seen them fresh up the hill, and this is how it looks like, yeah? It's like this tiny little ball, and of course they look like the eyeball when they are fresh. Remember the nice red color that look like the eyeball? Now of course now they look like my grandmother's eyeball. Now this tiny piece clinging together here, this is called the maize. Wonderful smell. But we're not going to use the maize here. We're going to use the nutmeg powder. Now what you need to do is just crack them open. Of course you can buy them in powdered form. Yeah. So just to show you, oh, and there you are. And this is how it looks like. So normally it's grated with a fine grater, or you could also pound them and you get bits and pieces of this. Now it is a bit strong and over powerful, so you need a little bit. A little bit goes a long way, but nevertheless it adds this wonderful aroma. A must for a biryani dish. So we're just gonna sprinkle this. Now what nutmeg does to this dish, it adds a bit of dimension and depth into this. Oh. And now we come to the rice. Now my choice of course is the basmati rice. Basmati simply means fragrant or aromatic. Of course you could use a very simple Thai fragrant rice, for instance, if you do not, but these days you find them everywhere. Now wash them properly, but of course you need to soak them for about 10 minutes, rinse them, and of course just add them into the pot now. Now at this point of time, you must remember that you must not over stir them too much, otherwise you're going to break the grain. Now this is called the saffron. It is a very, very essential ingredient for the biryani. Now it's so expensive, it costs a bomb abroad. You can actually buy a house. But here in Asia, it's cheap. Now what you need to do is just steep them in a bit of water and just leave it to steep. Now what it does to the dish, it adds a bit of dimension, color, as well as the aroma. So I'm just going to sprinkle just a couple of tablespoons of this saffron so-called juice into the biryani dish. And then of course, yogurt, which is actually optional. Now I like yogurt in my dish because it gives that nice richness into the biryani rice. At the same time, soften the grain. And lastly, of course, we need the same ratio of water to the rice. Yeah, so we're gonna add here basically 1:1. Now, if you're gonna use a pot of rice, then of course the liquid is a pot. Now, preferably a chicken stock if you have, but otherwise water is fine. Now, at this point of time, everything goes in. Now, we're gonna add also just bits and pieces of, for example, here some fresh herbs. You could use coriander. In this case, I'm using fresh mint. Voila. So throw them in. Now stir that. From now onwards, the rice is left to simmer until all of the liquid has been absorbed. And don't forget, towards the last minute, reduce the heat and leave the rice to cook in its own steam. Oops, I almost forgotten my rice. Beautiful. Look at that, bits and pieces of chicken, and the rice is ready. 25 minutes of cooking in total, some fried shallots to top it all, and of course, wonderful coriander leaf. Beautiful. Now, promise me you work on that biryani dish, okay? It fits an army. Plus, it's so easy and cheap. Now, talking about cheap, my producer is always making me doing cheap things. But no more, huh? Because Chef One is going to Thailand. We're going on the Oriental Express, and I'm going to work on the lemongrass. You hear the music? Feel it. Woo! Oh. That's it.